Yellow Home
with Anna Schofield
and Big House.
Boom, it's 5:03, driving home across the UAE. Anna Schofield and Big House with Yellow Home.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. I hope you guys had a beautiful weekend. Lots of things to talk about. Obviously today, definitely talking about the COVID-19. We do have the figures locally and globally. One quick thing, a lot in the weekend, I think yesterday we had 1,500 cases.
Yeah.
And everyone started talking about like, hey, the numbers are getting up. But again, the tests are getting up, and don't forget that people are coming in the country more right now as well.
Yeah, that's true.
So that's all, you know.
So it's all balanced.
It's all balanced.
Right, it's all balanced.
What else?
We are going to be talking, though, about the fact that the news today, research from Japan shows us that COVID-19, the virus, can stay on human skin for 9 hours unless it's washed off. That is a fact.
A minute, 9 hours.
9 hours.
Yes,
so we just got to wash it off. But it does respond to being washed off, or antibacteria kind of gel spray, whatever. Just wash it off.
Nice.
We're talking about our ruler today here at Sharjah, which is really nice because he's opened a heritage site in the deep wadis here in the Emirate. Very exciting.
Nice. What is this about? Regina King, Idris Elba, Jay-Z?
Yeah.
The Harder They Fall. It's a Netflix pauses production of Idris Elba movie following positive COVID-19. What happened right there? I know he got positive, but all of them got positive?
No, that was weeks ago.
Yeah.
Or months ago even, him and his family. But they've been filming for about 5 to 6 weeks on this movie, and it's for Netflix, and it's called The Harder They Fall. It's a total black cast. Regina King is in it. Jay-Z is doing the soundtrack and all the music, and he's also a producer, so it sounds super cool. But they've had an outbreak. None of the main cast, it's not the cast that have had it. It sounds like it might be some of the crew, so they've paused filming on that.
Oh, wow, okay.
Yeah.
What is the music grace for today?
We're doing a bit of a blockbuster from back knows when, like the longest time. 99 Red Balloons. Who remembers that song?
Wow.
Do you remember?
I need to hear it. I'm not sure if I do.
You don't know?
I think
Really,
I know
really?
it. I want to make sure, yeah.
It's I'm pretty sure they're German. She says, not having looked at her notes. Right, hang on. I'm gonna.
That's crazy. In addition, of course, to the music grace with Anna. So are they German or no?
Nina. Yeah. Nina, 99 Red Balloons, Nina. You don't remember? I can't believe you don't remember that. Interesting.
I don't remember the name. I'm pretty sure if that's the song, hopefully I'll definitely,
I'll tell you all about it after 6.
We'll talk about Saturday Vibe as well, ladies and gentlemen. And what is this trending video captures moment? Speeding driver smashes into a Sharjah petrol station.
Everyone's watching this video. It's scary. No one injured. Well, 2 of the petrol assistants got hit with some flying debris, and they went to Al Qasimi Hospital, and everything was fine. However, the video, OMG. It was just, you see the car spin off the road, take out the petrol station, everything flying everywhere. Got to see it.
Alhamdulillah, no one got injured.
Everyone's fine.
Wow. Okay. It's going to be a full-packed show, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to be right back.
Yellow Home
with Anna Schofield
and Big House.
And we are driving you home, whatever emirate you're in. Nice to have you along for the ride. We're live through till 8.
All right. Just before we talk about the Harder They Fall by Netflix, just quickly remind you guys about Netflix. Netflix, about Saturday Vibe.
I was going to say.
See, I'm on Netflix. Saturday Vibe. I had a really cool show yesterday, and we are on back again next Saturday, Anna.
Yeah.
And this week, we are sponsored by Mega Mall Sharjah, G-Shock, and of course, Thai Select.
And we're going to tell you all about those 3 magical sponsors later on, because they
100%.
really, really are. You got restaurants, you got malls, and you got watches. What more could you possibly want?
Yes. But the fact that Netflix paused production of Idris Elba movie following positive COVID-19, I know he went through that. He's okay, but now they're saying no members of the Western movie primary cast have tested positive for the coronavirus.
Yeah, so it's not the cast members, but it's sounding like the crew. So it's a brand new Netflix movie. It's got Regina King in, and it's got Idris Elba in.
Yeah.
And Jay-Z is doing the soundtrack, and he's producing it, and it's amazing. So it's an all-black cast, and the story sounds amazing. But what's happened, they've been filming for about 5 weeks. Obviously, Idris Elba and his wife and his 2 children, they all have already had COVID-19.
Yeah.
That doesn't make you immune, though. Just so you know, there are reports coming out of people catching it more than once. So it doesn't make you immune, but let's hope that it gives you a little bit more of a toughened immune system against it. However, they've been shooting for about 5 or 6 weeks, and bam, they've had to close down because they've got some reported cases.
Yeah, the film, which was announced last year, tells the story of outlaw Nat Love Majors, who reunites with his gang to track down the man, which was played by Idris Elba, who killed his parents 2 decades ago when he is released from prison.
So it's going to be a high drama, emotional piece.
Yeah, when you got Idris Elba, Regina King, and Jay-Z hopefully doing the music, that's like a...
That's a big thing. I mean, I was reading that going, I want to see that film.
Yeah.
And this is for Netflix. So now, what I also found interesting, Hass, is that so actors have been getting on the Netflix train for a while now. And the big A-list celebrities know that Netflix is the place to go. Like, it's become the new cool. So that's fine. But now you've got Jay-Z doing a soundtrack for a Netflix movie. Watch how this now pans out.
He's done before stuff for Netflix. Like, there's a couple of hip-hop documentaries that was released there, a couple of movies.
So he's already in bed with them.
Yeah,
but I bet this will see more musicians go, oh, I want to do a soundtrack for Netflix.
I think Netflix, I agree, but I think with... already Netflix, there's this series, the Haunting of Bly Manor or Bly Manor or something.
Manor.
Yeah,
the house one.
Just finished it yesterday. It's a really interesting one. Try to watch it.
By
the way, it's not as haunting as you think. I'm trying to say it's more like a love story. So sorry, I just burned everything for you guys. It's not haunting.
Spoiler alert.
And it's not. No. I mean, without going into details about it, but it's not as haunting. Actually, there's only 1 or 2 things out of the 9 episodes that's really like a bit scary.
Because it looks super creepy.
It looks, but it's not creepy. It's more like a cool love story in a twisted way.
All right, okay.
But yeah, I mean, Netflix took over that. A lot of people are, Netflix is, like you said, Anna, before, they've definitely been taken over. And I do think that what happened to the movie industry happened the same thing with music. Yeah. Obviously, music, we were all, listening to CDs and tapes, whatever it is. And then Napster came, the download thing came, and then now streaming are taking over. You got people that have 100 million streams on Spotify or on Rami or Deezer or Apple Music. You know how big that is? People no longer buy CDs.
No.
You don't buy music.
No.
On even iTunes, it's $1.99 or $1.29 or 99 cents.
Yep.
You don't even do that. No. So the way we have things have shifted how we
massively
do things, and movies are the same thing,
I hear you. You're right. I got nothing to argue with you about.
Okay. That's it, done.
Yella Home
with Anna Schofield
and Big Hass.
20 to 6 as we drive you home. Thanks for joining us tonight on Yalla Home. And we are very excited because we've got a spin-off. Not kidding, people. If you haven't joined Big Hass and all his crazy greatness between 6 and 7 on a Saturday night, then you haven't lived. He did it last night. Super success. Absolutely wonderful. More people than he knew what to do with, to be quite... It sounds like a frantic hour, but it has the most amazing sponsors.
Yeah, of course, Saturday Vibe. It's brought to you by, obviously, Mega Mall, G-Shock Baby G, and also... we got a new one with Thai Select, which we'll tell you about. But let me tell you about G-Shock real quick. Obviously, I'm a proud ambassador for G-Shock. Really happy with them. They are just amazing. They've been supportive of the local community and creatives. A couple of facts about G-Shock. There's 100 million G-Shock watches were sold on a global level since 1983 until today. And actually, the most expensive G-Shock watch is the GD5009 JR model, and it's $70,000.
That's got the longest number of letters and things all in one. Well, I'm going to talk shopping because Mega Mall has been in charge of for 20 years now. That's how long that main shopping mall has been going, and has over 100 retail brands. And as a female, this is ticking all my boxes, I'm just going to say. They also have 700 parking spaces. So in terms of going to a mall, they've got you covered.
100%. And last but not least, our sponsor for this week will be Spicy and Ginger Restaurant by Thai Select. And obviously, Thai Select have a series of actually, Thai restaurants. Thai Select, it's an F&B vouchers, and they're all sponsored by Thai Select by the Department of International Trade Promotion, Ministry of Commerce, Thailand. And the restaurant that you will be going to if you participate and hopefully win on Saturday will be Spicy and Ginger, and it's actually located in Business Bay, Dubai. And Thai Select certified Spicy and Ginger, which is an authentic Thai food restaurant combining modern Thai with the complete traditional way of Thai style cooking. So
Beautiful.
all these are sponsors and a chance for you to win. Obviously, 1,000 dirham voucher from Mega Mall, a G-Shock watch or a Baby G, and an invitation to a restaurant, Spicy and Ginger, of course, by Thai Select. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to be right back. Tune in 6 p.m. on a Saturday and go to text95.com. Let's go.
Yella Home
With Anna Schofield.
and Big House.
Music's greatest songs. Greatest songs. Worth covering. Original classic hitmakers.
And we're going back to a tune of an extraordinary success from 1983. Quite random, quite strange. If you look at the market that was going on, lots of kind of 80s madness going on, obviously, because it's 1983, but the hairstyles were weird. The techno sound was fully in. The synthesized sound was fully in. We were perming our hair. I wasn't allowed. I was too young. But there was perms going on. I wanted to perm my hair. Everyone was wearing luminous clothing. And in the middle of all this, a German band suddenly crashed through the charts with this song, 99 Luftballons. I hope I'm saying that correctly. 99 is like nun, I'm going to try and say it in German. 9 and 90. 9 and 90 Luftballons. There we go. The band was called NDW, and the head of the band, or the lead singer, was Nina. And the band's album that this song came off was self-titled. So what happened was this, you can hear, this is how it goes, okay? It gets really upbeat, and it was a proper jump up and down, have some fun and get your glow stick and have a good time kind of song. It was done in German, and it spread across Europe, literally like wildfire, and Japan. See, there's random details to the whole of this thing. So because of the success in Japan and Europe, they then released an English version. Not a complete direct translation, nearly, but some of the lyrics somewhere off. So actually, it was a bit of a political statement, the original song that's sung in German. And the one that actually went to the UK in English wasn't a political statement. It was like literally 99 red helium balloons, and it was a bit more playful, like, oh, the balloons are lovely in the sky. But actually, the original one, the German one that Nina and her band wrote and sang, was a political statement on a political activist group had released 99 balloons for a particular kind of message that they wanted to do, and also it was air balloons. So the direct translation from German is 99 air balloons, not 99 pretty red balloons. But there we go, that's the difference. Now what's quite funny is that the English version did really well and ripped through Ireland, Canada and the UK. Everyone loved the song. The Americans, not so much. They wanted the German version, and it was the German version that hit #1 on the Billboard Hot 100. All very funny. You've also got Nina, who Nina's really, really interesting. And again, until I do things like the Music Greats, I don't know necessarily anything about any of these artists. I might have heard the song, but I don't know until I research. And it's lovely finding it all out. So Nina's real name is Gabrielle Suzanne Kerner. I mean, there isn't one bit of that name that has Nina in it.
It's her artistic name. Yeah.
Right. Well, actually, she went on holiday to Spain with her parents, and she got the nickname Nina because in Spanish, Nina means little girl. Who knew?
Nice.
So, and she was a little girl. So, and that just stuck. She was always Nina from that moment on. But she's actually a comedian and an actress and singer-songwriter. So she's one of these all-rounders. Of course, we don't know because she was doing it in Germany. So she grew up in Germany, very successful, great musical career, great stand-up career as well in comedy. She's been in all sorts of movies. We just don't realise it. She's also done big voiceovers in some movies. Some of these Pixar movies, she's done the voice there. So huge career. In 2009, they tried to revive Nina's musical career, and she created her own label, actually, the Laugh and Peas Company, she called it. It's really good. And her daughter has a band called Adamiva, and she also has a protege from the Voice of Germany, Sharon Levy. Clearly a huge star. Yeah, I mean, she's a huge star. But I always think that the Brits are very exclusive and arrogant when it comes to this stuff. And if anything is in a foreign language, we're like, oh, whatever. And I find it really interesting because the Americans can be very much like that. They just travel within their own country, and what do we need a passport for? I'm being obviously general here, and I'm being a bit meow. But at the same time, we are, because there's this English thing, we can be quite arrogant about that. And I love the fact that this wonderful lady, clearly hugely talented, because it's no no big thing or no small thing to be a stand-up comedian when you're a female. I just think it's 10 times harder, and there is literally 1 to every 10 in ratio terms of female comedians versus male comedians, and she's doing it all. There she is. But 1983, she's never been able to rectify the success she had with this crazy song, and it literally sat there for weeks and weeks and weeks. Everyone played it. It was everywhere, and it's a dance-along tune. So let's play it.
Yella Home
With Anna Schofield.
and Big House.
Yes, it is driving you home here at Pulse 95. Nice having you with us. We're live through till 8 o'clock.
All right, tell me about Banksy.
So Banksy, you know how he never publicises anything. He just suddenly pops up and he'll suddenly, release a painting or paint a wall or a sign or something. If you are wondering who Banksy is, we talk about Banksy as if he's like sitting here next to us, if he's a friend. Banksy is an incredible artist. UK, we think, but no one knows what he looks like. He doesn't do his personal PR at all, but his paintings are obviously hugely famous and hugely, worth a lot of money. So residents in the area of Lenton have been speculating about a painting which appeared on the side of a beauty salon in Nottingham. Quite interesting.
It's of a young girl using a bike tire as a hula hoop.
Yeah, sweet.
Yeah, I mean, but I'm sure there's a message behind it. I mean, I'm just checking it out. Crowds have reportedly been gathering at the site to check it out, responding to photographs which have been left uncaptioned on Instagram. One user said, well, that beauty salon just went up a few million in worth. Banksy's next job could be a bicycle repair. He just doesn't know it yet. Some of the comments that came. But what does that tell you, Anna?
Well, the thing is, Banksy never does anything without a message, and he never does anything without intention, and normally good. I mean, he'll always want to. He's either making a political statement or he's wanting to enhance something somehow, and he knows that anything he paints becomes worth a lot of money. So this looks quite a low-key area, if you know what I mean, in terms of finances. There's a broken bike on the pole next to the painting, so it's missing one wheel. Whether he put that there and it was already there, I don't know. But there's this broken bike and it's only got one wheel. And then he's painted a girl doing the hula hoop with a bike in this very low-income kind of area. So actually, what that might do now is make the area more profitable.
Yeah, maybe.
Because,
maybe.
Well, I just find it quite interesting. He seems to highlight areas.
Yeah. I'm just trying to read what's happening on Twitter and Instagram. So someone said that this could be a tribute to Pete Walsh.
All right.
Who, I don't know, or the Free Party people. I am pretty sure that this has something political behind it, but I don't know yet. We don't know yet. I have no idea why did he do that, of course, but that's Banksy, right? Like, he's done it again,
He does. He just rocks up, does a painting. Stealth in the middle of the night. Literally, you wake up and he's done one. Amazing. Nottingham it was.
And I'm just kind of reading here that he's believed to be from Bristol. He's been active since the 1990s.
Yeah.
Bristol.
And they think he might have been one of the band members of Massive Attack.
Oh, yeah, that came out, but that was I think, taken off.
Has that been proven?
Yeah, I think that was taken off.
I love that theory. I really thought, that would be so wonderful if he was one of the band members of Massive Attack, just because of their whole, sound and...
Yeah, that would be super funny.
Yeah.
Pulse 95 Music. We've got it covered.
It's Yellow. It's 7:20. What do you mean? He just flung his hand in the air. That was very Arabic of you. Talk.
No,
talk already.
I like it when the computer sometimes does that.
Amazing.
One second, I gotta get some music here.
Get some music.
Get some music
I'm ready.
right here. This one.
I'm ready.
Right here.
We're going to talk about road rage, people. We're here live through till 8 o'clock, by the way. Anna Schofield and Big House.
Now, what is considered road rage? According to Google, road rage is the act of using your car as a weapon to retaliate against other drivers in various ways.
Oh.
So that's interesting.
Car as a weapon, not
which
not
is interesting.
verbal.
Acts of road rage includes tailgating dangerously close.
Yep.
Happened to me.
Yep.
Or actually nudging the bumper of another vehicle. What?
That's proper rage. Wow.
Have you ever, done or experienced road rage? Let us know. And if you've done, don't send us your name. It's okay. So what is considered road rage? What are the 3 types of road rage? Passive aggressive, competitive road rage, impatient road, vocal road rage. So it's there.
Oh, it is there.
The one I maybe sometimes fall into is the vocal road rage. I'll be honest with you.
Yeah.
Violent road rage. I don't want to even know that, which is really incredible. I'm just trying to find out. They're saying, what are the road rage a symptom of? Okay, check this out.
Go.
Many times when a road rage incident occurs, it is because the person was under stress in other areas of their life.
Yeah. It's true.
The addition of congested traffic can add to stress, which then explodes when it is perceived someone else on the road has acted in an aggressive way, whether intentional
or not. And that's true, isn't it? Because there can be some days where you're like, do you know what? I'm letting it wash over me. Do your worst. I don't care because I'm happy. And then there are other days where you're like, if you don't use your indicator,
you mess with the wrong person today.
I am coming for you.
Yo, see, so that's exactly, I think this is what it is, you know? Because sometimes I'm a person that likes to talk anyway to people, where I talk to strangers all day.
You do.
And when I'm in a bad mood, I don't talk to nobody. When I'm in a good mood, I find rolling my windows. What's up, man? How you want to go? Go ahead, go in front of me. It's all good. So I just think, I just think it's interesting how they say that it's, like what is it a symptom of? Well, someone asked, is honking considered road rage?
I don't think so.
No, obviously, honking a horn at a vehicle is road rage.
What? Why are we giving horns then?
I know, yeah, that's interesting. I think this is what Google says.
No, but it's also a warning.
What's the difference between road rage and aggressive driving? So apparently, aggressive driving is a factor in 50% of all crashes. Road rage, on the other hand, is a criminal offense.
Right, okay.
Take that.
Yeah.
You can go to jail for it. It is when a person commits an act of violence against another road user.
Right, okay.
It's just interesting, right? Like, you know, have you ever, you know?
Yeah.
Tell us. Not on the air, Haas.
Yeah.
I'm just thinking, you know, we all had bad and good days.
Yeah.
And I think it's natural as long as it's... Sometimes, you know... Okay, I'm going to tell you a story. Sometimes you're really angry at something, and then the person rolls down the window, says sorry or whatever, like
completely
and
dissipates
then automatically,
everything.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You're like, okay, no problem.
Yeah.
You feel bad by screaming.
Yeah, you feel like you've overreacted.
Yes.
And
Exactly.
Completely.
Big time. And I think that's super interesting.
I am I'm quite a law abider on the road.
Yeah.
So when someone hacks me off, it's probably because they have committed some atrocity. And I have more road rage here in the UAE than I ever did back at home, mostly because I've understood it through listening to an expert talk about it actually years ago. And they were explaining the UAE roads and how they're very, very different to the rest of the world because you've just got a meeting of cultures at all points. And at any lane you're in on one of the big highways here in the UAE, you could be surrounded by 8 or 9 different cultures, all doing different things.
True.
And when it's understood that, because actually Nilu, my lovely nanny, explained to me, she said in Sri Lanka we only got, this was years ago, she said we only got white lines on the roads like a year ago. So when you've got someone who lands in the UAE and suddenly they have to drive between white lines, but they're not used to white lines because there aren't any from where they're from, that they're loose with it. The loosey-goosey, because they're loosey-goosey with the white lines, whereas the Brits, like, stay in your lane.
That's very interesting. I mean, in some countries, I'll call it poetic chaos.
Yeah, absolutely.
They're used to that chaos. Like, if you go and drive, like, my wife's from Lebanon, you go drive in Lebanon, or actually
You're in the thick of it.
if you can drive in Cairo,
oh, I've heard that Cairo.
You can drive anywhere. I don't care where. This is a fact. It's crazy.
Have you ever driven in the Caribbean islands?
No.
Okay. Well, again, that's something else.
I mean, big up. That's a big up to both the Caribbean islands and Cairo.
But they're so laid back in the Caribbean islands. So we were literally on our way to the airport, literally going, putting our hands up to our face.
Wow.
He knew exactly what was going on. Everyone was driving the same way. They get right up behind each other, then they swing out, and you think, no, there's oncoming traffic. But you're in a forest, a sort of a mini rainforest thing. And everyone's cool with it.
Wow.
And he was laughing at us like, what's your problem?
That's crazy.
Chill.
Shout out to Elmo tuning in. Elmo is short for Mohammed tuning in. Abu Dhabi,
Elmo.
Dubai, Sharjah. I don't know where you are right now, man, but shout out to you, my man.
Yalla Home
With Anna Schofield.
and Big House.
Yes, it is live through till 8 o'clock tonight, 9/7. You're with us, and we are driving you home. Now, were you
100%.
out and about? 100%. Were you out and about yesterday on the roads last night? Did you hear the Saturday vibe with Big Hass? Jumping out your radio on a weekend, 6 till 7 p.m. By all accounts, lots of you did, with the hundreds of messages and goodness knows what that he received. People performing all sorts.
Yeah.
Obviously doing riddles that you completely stole from Yalla Home, but I'm allowing it. No, the riddles.
No, we're
there was
not doing
obviously
riddles. It's a Yalla Home
movies.
thing.
You know I love a riddle.
Yeah.
And I'm always going, Has, let's do riddles. And he was going, no.
No, we're not. We're doing the singing. Actually, speaking of that,
Singing, yeah.
I wanna see if we can do this right here. I wanted to see if we can play
Come on then.
one of the guys singing yesterday. But yeah, that might be a bit difficult right now.
Oh,
but
are you hunting for it? Like?
Yeah, that's super dope. But it was super cool. We had two singers, Bradley and Jov. And the Filipino community comes through for the singing always.
Talented people.
But yeah, we're back at it again, ladies and gentlemen. This Saturday again, and this week is actually sponsored by Mega Mall, Sharjah, Baby G and G-Shock, and also Anna, Thai
you are.
Select, a spicy and ginger restaurant, which is brought to you by Thai
Personally,
Select.
I love the fact that you've thrown a restaurant in. You see, I love that. I love winning a dinner for two. Like, that would
Yeah.
be a favourite. If I can't have the mall cash, then I would love a dinner for two.
Sure.
But you are going to not only be able to win mall vouchers. Think of it like mall cash. It's brilliant, but it's the Mega Mall in Sharjah, so it's the big one. It's been here 20 years, and they've got everything you need. They've got hypermarkets. They've got 100 retail sort of fashion, electronics, and dining situations. And so, if you win something there, you're going to be looked after.
100%. We're also going to be giving you guys 1,000 dirham voucher from Mega Mall Sharjah, and one of the things about Mega Mall is that it has a 24/7 hypermarket, Mega Mart. It's always open 24/7, so that's a Mega Mall. 1,000 dirham. All you got to do is tune in. And last but not least, Anna, G-Shock and Baby G.
We haven't talked about spicy and ginger restaurant. See, I like this. So I know there's a few, and it's brought to us by, what's the big company? It's Thai Select. Is that
Thai
what it's
Select.
called? Yeah, amazing. So this is a certified thing. So if they've got this tag, then you know that it's going to be good. And spicy and ginger is sort of a mix of modern and traditional Thai. I've got friends who will absolutely love this. So I think this week coming is going to be your best, because these prizes are super cool.
Yes, we are talking about 1,000 dirham from Mega Mall Sharjah. We're talking about a Baby G or a G-Shock watch.
Yeah.
And we're talking about that Thai Select and the spicy and ginger experience, which is really cool.
If you liked this episode of Yalla Home, drop a like and subscribe.
95.
Be sure to follow us on Instagram for all our daily updates and top stories.